I'm Brittany Pozzi, two-time world champion and 15-time NFR qualifier. I've actually had a long history with the DeBoard family. Growing up in South Texas and them being in Yoakum and me being in Victoria, we'd see them at all the junior rodeos, and his youngest son Josh is close to my age. So kind of grew up with them. I went to college at Texas A&M and Josh was going there as well, and kind of got to be better friends through college rodeo and things like that. And I mentioned to Josh that I was gonna go rodeo and go out for the summer, and he said, why don't you go by the shop and see my dad, he'll make you a saddle. And that's kind of where it all began. You know, I rode a couple of the different trees they had and decided that I liked the Charmaine tree, and he built me one. It was a hurry, like in 2 weeks he had me a saddle to go out on the road with. I rode it all summer, I made the NFR, and then kind of getting ready for the NFR, he's like, hey, come by the shop, I want to talk to you about a few things and maybe get you a new saddle for the NFR. And I was like, okay. So I went by and he was like, hey, we want to make you a saddle. And I was like, me a saddle? Like, okay, we'll make another one. No, he's like, no, I want to make a saddle with your name on it. And I was kind of shocked because here I am, just, kind of a one-horse wonder at the time, didn't have, a lot of credentials, and he kind of took a chance on me, and we made some adjustments to the tree that I was riding, and it ended up just being an amazing partnership. And we created a saddle kind of by accident that fit so many horses, and it's just been a really neat relationship between Double J and I from the beginning. Well, when I started kind of creating my own tree, there was a few things that I wanted. I wanted a higher cantle in the back, and I also wanted more compact swells and a little bit higher in the front for a deeper seat. At first I was more worried about how it fit the rider and me than I was about the horse. And it was just kind of a crazy thing. It just fell into place. And we started making this tree, and John would call me and he's like, this saddle is fitting every horse that we're putting it on. And the Double J standard tree is what I still ride. This has been 20 years ago. I still ride to this day. I think I have like one wide fit in my trailer, but it is just amazing. And it was kind of by accident that this tree fits so many horses so well. After we got going for a while, we were, bringing trees in, and John, being the creative and always looking for new and better the way he is, he had that machine that made the trees. And it's really cool because every tree is exactly the same. You are not going to get any different angle. You're not going to have, a handmade tree that can be different. So the fact that the stability in my saddles, that the trees are always the same, the quality is always the same, and that's just something that I don't think any other saddle maker can touch. And I love the fact that I can go get a brand new saddle off the floor, throw it on my horse, and ride it. And it feels the same from the day I bought it till the day I end up selling it or get a new one. It feels exactly the same, and that's what's really cool about Double J, is there's no breaking your saddle in. It's ready to ride as soon as you get it. We've done different things with the Pozzi Pro, throughout the years. We started with the standard tree, and then we went to the wide. There's also some other different fits for a different backed horse, like the number 10. We also do a flex tree. So, John has, being with the creative person that he is, has, evolved it to different things. But, I'm just kind of plain and boring, and I like my standard fit, and that's kind of what I go with, unless I have a horse that needs something different. But it's just really neat that this saddle has, been around for as long and kind of stood the test of time. With all different types of riders. It is a huge statement in my career, as the fact that, I have rode the same saddle since I started, basically. And I think that's been shown, like the consistency in my program, The fact that, you know, I haven't had to deal with, you know, sore-backed horses and things like that. Things that I don't even really have to think about or worry about, because I know that my saddle is well built and fits properly, and it's a great quality. I think that if you are a new customer with Double J and you've never really experienced riding a Pozzi Pro, I think finding a saddle fitter. We have several saddle fitters throughout the country that can fit your horse, just to make sure that it's exactly what you need and that you're ordering the correct saddle. Also, we have a great saddle demo program that if you call Double J, they can hook you up with a demo, ride for a little while, and make sure you like it. There's just so many options, and the people at Double J and their customer service is amazing. My favorite is, I have two saddles right now. They both have they're pearled out, and one is white and the other one is turquoise, and they're just really flashy and fun. And the great thing about Double J is they look great with simple, they look great with flashy and fun. I mean, there is literally something for everyone. I like just a plain half-tooled with a little buck stitch, and that always looks great too, very classy. And of course though, for like Vegas, John and the crew at Double J like to go all out and be pretty flashy. I mean, the DeBoard family has been great. Like I said, we started in '03. They started with someone who was a one-horse wonder. We had no idea it was going to go this far. We had no idea the saddles were going to fit so well. It was just kind of a whim, and we've had an amazing partnership from day one, and I couldn't be more thankful for them.